Well, yeah, as you mentioned, Mia, we live in a forest up there. So much of Houston is a forest. Anytime we have a windstorm, be it a funnel cloud like this, tornado on the ground, or landfalling tropical system, it is trees coming down and limbs coming down that become one of the biggest threat, if not the biggest threat. If it's just a wind situation, it's one of the biggest threats. Those limbs were so forested, they can hit everything, power lines, your car, your house. And so that's what we've seen up there in the Klein area. And thank goodness, no injuries reported. We had a couple of cars that were severely damaged. These are pictures from the Klein area, fences down, very typical of EF0 tornadic wind strength. So what is an EF0 tornado? Those have winds from 65 to 85 miles an hour. In this case, all the pictures I'm seeing show me that this never touched the ground. So this may just go down as a funnel cloud that skipped across at treetop level, and that produced enough wind at the surface to knock down fences and to bring down these trees. And we saw pictures of trees snapped in half off the top, and that's what you'll get when these funnel clouds skip across the top. I believe you're looking at our camera. That is ESD 11. That is Emergency Services District 11. I believe that's their ambulance building. And this is where we had the funnel cloud go right through, damaged a small building on the property. And again, that's exactly the type of damage you would expect to see with an EF0 wind, 65 to 85 miles an hour. It's small sheds. This is it right here. That is classic. You look at that, those would be winds 65 to 85 that would damage a building like that. It's an outbuilding, it's a weak structure, and winds like that will cause the metal roof and siding to be damaged and come down. Again, that's out at the Emergency Services District 11. This again is out at Northwest Harris County, ESD 11, and the tin roof being blown like a sail. So that's what happened. But it just goes to show, this is why we break in even for these minimal tornadic thunderstorms, because these small ones can absolutely do life-threatening damage. And so when this happens, this is why you go to an interior room of your home away from windows on the first floor and just try to get away from windows, get away from the exterior walls, so you'll have more house around you. So if a tree or debris does come down on you, you've got a better chance of staying safe. That's what we're seeing right now. Let me give you a real quick wrap up on weather, and then I'll toss it back to you guys. Tornado watch is in effect until 7 o'clock this evening. So we will stay under the threat for severe weather and possibly a tornado through 7 o'clock this evening. And it's basically I-10 corridor northward across the area. It includes Fort Bend County, but Harris County, Waller County, Austin County, Liberty County, and the north, Huntsville northward, everybody under tornado watch until 7 o'clock. So what that means is that all the conditions are there that can produce another tornadic thunderstorm like we've seen earlier. And the Storm Prediction Center also, with their storm prediction threat, it's a 2 out of a 5. When we see a 2 out of a 5, we expect that we will see at least 1 or 2 isolated tornado warnings, and that's exactly what we've seen. Now, this was issued yesterday and was part of Channel 11's issuing a weather impact alert day for today. We issued that yesterday because we could see the conditions were there. And so that goes out to the app, turn on notifications, and that'll keep you safe. You'll know if something's in your area. So we're looking at the radar now, and everything has settled down for the moment. We can take a look at where the strongest storms are now, and a couple of things you'll see. We've got this line coming into our north and west side, moving in northern Grimes County. Not severe. It is producing enough rain to cause some minor street ponding near Centerville. That's going to sweep across the area. So Huntsville, Montgomery, Trinity, Lake Livingston, Lake Conroe, you're going to get another line of scattered thunder showers come across. And between now and 7 o'clock, it'll have the opportunity to perhaps produce another funnel cloud. So that's why we're watching this so very carefully. You've already seen the damage that can be done. Strong thunderstorm across Onalaska, north side of Lake Livingston. That is now weakening as it moves northeast towards Seven Oaks and Corrigan. And then zooming back out, northwest side, so we have these individual thunderstorm cells. When you see these individual cells that look like a little ball, these are the ones that we really monitor carefully. These are the ones that are most likely to rotate if they're going to rotate. And so I've been watching these really carefully. We've been looking inside the storm with Doppler radar. Doppler can show if we've got rotation or not. There is no significant rotation with any of these near Navasota and Brenham and Waller right now. They are moving across southern Grimes County. western Montgomery County, Lake Conroe, Montgomery area, and then that's going to sweep toward Huntsville and Walker County. You know, heads up, you're going to get another round of at least scattered thunderstorms come through, and we're monitoring that carefully in case it becomes more severe. Houston, Harris County, we've actually got peaks of sun coming out. Very warm, very humid. You can feel the energy in the atmosphere with the south wind and the heat and humidity out there. That's what's feeding the energy that can produce a severe weather threat today. But right now, Harris County is quiet. We'll continue to watch that very carefully. Again, make sure you get notifications turned on your phone. Let me walk you through the forecast now to 4:30. Scattered thunderstorms most likely from I-10 northward across North Harris County, Montgomery County, and you see up into Grimes County, Walker County. That's at 4:30. We'll go through to 6 p.m. We'll still have a threat for isolated strong thunderstorms, maybe severe, north half of the area. And by 7:30, hopefully we'll allow the tornado watch to expire. However, some of these storms could still produce very heavy rain and straight line gusty wind. We're going to keep the weather impact alert in effect deep into the evening tonight until this line clears. And this is the situation. By 7:30, models have this line kind of re-energizing. So that's at 7:30 this evening. Look what happens between then and 10 o'clock. That's a strong line of thunderstorms right up and down the I-59-69 corridor. That's right through the heart of downtown Houston by 10 o'clock tonight. So we're going to be busy at least watching the radar carefully tonight. We go into midnight, 1 a.m. Line of thunderstorms pushes to our coastal counties, Angleton, Alvin, Pearland, Friendswood, Galveston, Ellington Field. This is going into Anahuac, Mont Belvieu, and Winnie. That's 1 a.m. in the morning. You could see rain and thunder, and some of those storms could be quite strong. Finally pushes off the coast by about 4 or 5 a.m., and then the storm threat and the severe threat will be done. This is the process where we're going to begin to cool off on Tuesday, and I think get chilly as we head into Thanksgiving Day. So that's the process going on right now. This is the Pacific storm system coming in. So now through at least 5 a.m., we've got a chance for a strong thunderstorm. Isolated tornadoes, wind damage, hail threat, all there. And we've already seen, Len and Mia earlier, we had the ground stops at both Hobby and Bush Continental Airport. If you've got a flight coming in or out, plan on being slowed down, go early, and again, have notifications on. So if there's more weather warnings for Bush or Hobby or ground stops, you'll get them right away.